So before we get started, make sure that you've got your pen and your printed future Wheel of Life pages, as well as that visioning chart, all of which can be found on the resource page. So if you need to, pause this, gather your supplies now. Come back when you're ready. So we're going to identify where you would like to be in each particular category on your future Wheel of Life. Through this awareness, you'll have a greater capacity to carve out the steps that it will take to really get what you truly want. And this process is going to serve as a gateway to illuminating what might be in your way. While there is merit to the idea of manifestation, there is work to be done to make this a reality. This is where it starts. Now, there is no perfect way to do this process. Perfectionism is not the goal, nor is it ever possible. I remember at the beginning of my personal development journey, hearing Tony Robbins say, perfectionism is actually the lowest standard that we can have because it's not obtainable. So let's begin revisiting this process of the wheel, but now from this new perspective. The last time we did the wheel, we looked at our current level of fulfillment in each of the categories. Now this time, we're going to look at it in regards to what you want to create both 1 and 10 years into the future. So when it comes to where you want to be in each of your categories, your initial instinct may be that you want to say, I'll aim for a 10. I want a 10 in every area of life. When in fact, that may be counterproductive. So let me explain why. For example, somebody looking at their health category, they might currently be at a 3 because, well, they don't exercise, they're slightly overweight, they don't eat right, they have a daily physical pain, and they haven't been very proactive about finding solutions. Maybe they're mentally and emotionally harsh on their body. Now this person initially may say, I really want to be at a 10, I want this category to improve. When in reality, achieving a 6 would be a significant improvement in their quality of life, and much more attainable at this time for their next step. For one person, it's possible that they're at a 7 and a 10 is completely obtainable. Now, this may not be because of their outer appearance looking like a 10, but instead it's because of their inner ability to honor their body across the spectrum of this category. Now, I've seen others at a 7 or an 8, and they have no intention or desire to be above an 8 or a 9. The important thing here is that you never compare yourself to somebody else. Where you are and what you want your life to be is based on your unique experiences and goals, and that's what goes on your wheel. We'll be looking at a 10-year vision first, but you'll be rating where you want to be from 1 year from today. So you're going to know and have a broader picture of what your ultimate vision is, and then we're going to dial it back so that we start to create the steps to your 1-year plan. Just relax, breathe, and trust. You're exactly where you're supposed to be right at this very moment on this journey. So it's important to note that this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. And this doesn't need to be some perfect, idealized version of you. Remember that you're happiest when you're making progress. So what is the next step for you as you start to consider each category? As with anything you do, the outcome will be more meaningful the more connected that you are. So as you may know, breath, it's one of the simplest and it's the most impactful tool for really connecting us and grounding us. As you imagine your 10-year vision, it's key to recognize that this is an ongoing journey, we've said before, of self-mastery. Who you are and what you're able to create along the way will continue to evolve. So just accept the truth of where you are in this journey today. So by now, I think you're pretty clear on what each category consists of. So this time, rather than defining each category, I'm going to ask some prompting questions that will help you to further clarify where it is that you want to be. You'll see on your visioning chart a space for each category where you're going to fill in how you will feel, what you'll have, and who you have become at that time. Now, when the chart's completed, you'll be able to clearly see what differentiates your 1-year step from your 10-year vision. You may also want to take note of any additional feelings or desires or anything that you'd like to remember about what it is that you discover on this journey. So feel free to pause this video as often as you need so that you can capture and complete the corresponding worksheets. To get started, we're going to do a simple breathing exercise together to ground and to connect and to clear the space. Slowing our breath down from our normal 16 to 20 breaths per minute to just 4 breaths per minute will actually turn on our parasympathetic nervous system. So we're going to use a technique I call in Kundalini Yoga called alternate nostril breathing. And this connects the right and left brain hemispheres of your brain so that we harmonize and create balance. Breathing in this manner also increases our receptivity, our concentration, and our readiness for action. So go ahead and sit up nice and tall in your seat. Uncross your legs if they're crossed and relax your shoulders. Relax your face and take a nice deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your nose. Now I'm going to demonstrate this for you once. You're going to use your thumb and your pointer fingers to assist you in this process. So first, you're going to close off your right nostril and you're going to inhale through your left. As you hold, you're going to switch fingers. You're going to close off your left nostril with your pointer finger and you're going to exhale through your right. Then you're going to inhale through the right. As you hold, switch and close off the right, exhale through the left. And we're going to continue this process. So how we're going to do this now to really slow our breath down, we're going to inhale for 5 seconds, we're going to hold for 5, and then we're going to exhale for 5. This is nose-nose breathing. Okay, so go ahead and get started. If you got it, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. We're going to do 3 together. So close off your right, inhale through your left. And hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close off the left nostril. Exhale through the right. And inhale through the right. Hold for 5. Switch your fingers and exhale through the left. One more inhale. Inhale through the left. Hold for 5. Switch your fingers and exhale. And just take one more nice deep breath comfortably. And exhale. You did a great job. Now, keeping your eyes closed, we're going to bring our attention now into the first category in the Wheel of Life exercise, career. Take one more deep breath and allow yourself to imagine what will your career look like 10 years from now. You've achieved everything you can currently envision wanting in this category. What are you doing? Who are you working with? Are you an entrepreneur? Do you work with a team? Are you part of someone else's mission or brand? What's most exciting to you? Are you inspired? If not, what would make you feel even more inspired right now? Are you traveling more? Are you stationary? What does your daily schedule look like? If your primary focus in this area is caring for a home or loved ones, do you envision yourself feeling fulfilled in that role 10 years from now? How satisfied are you at the end of a day's work 10 years from now? And what do you most attribute that to? So you've identified your dream job at the end of a 10-year rainbow. I'm now going to ask you to start to refocus on what this category looks like 1 year from today. As you begin that arc on that rainbow, is there a shift in focus from where you are currently to what you could realistically see yourself doing and loving in your career 1 year from today? Who are you working with 1 year from now? Are you an entrepreneur? Do you have a team? Do you have a niche or expertise in this area? What is your daily schedule like? Who are your clients? What is your product? What are you focusing on every day? Are you in an office? If you're in your home, maybe your children or loved ones are your clients. And if you're currently a caretaker and your 10-year vision is not to solely maintain that role, how different do things look 1 year from now in this category? Does your vision this year include travel, expansion, maybe getting settled, less travel? Take a few deep breaths and really allow yourself to sit in the vision of yourself in your career space 1 year from today. Take into consideration what it looks like 10 years from now versus where you are today. And on a scale of 1 to 10, what's a realistic and self-loving number of where you'd like to be a year from now? Go ahead and say that number out loud, the first number that pops in your head. And now I invite you, start coming back. Take a nice deep breath. Feeling the space around you, and open your eyes when you're ready. Go ahead, jot that number down now on your wheel of life and fill out your visioning chart completely for both your 1 and your 10-year vision on this sheet. Career and finances can go hand in hand. So now let's take a look at your finances. Go ahead and close your eyes and take a nice deep breath. And imagine it's 10 years from now. You have the level of financial freedom that you want. Anything that you can envision wanting to do that requires finances, you're able to do that without fear, hesitation, or regret. Now, what does that look like for you? How much money do you have in the bank? Are you investing? What kind of savings do you have? What are the top 3 things you're really enjoying spending your money on? Or are you still relying on your monthly income? What does that look like? Are you investing in travel, experiences, learning, material things, a new home? Do you have a second home? What are your current assets? And what do you attribute your fulfillment in this area to? Maybe that's experiences with your family. Maybe it's the home you built, the brilliant investments that you've made. What about that brings you fulfillment? Now we're going to refocus from this 10-year plan down to our 1 year. What needs to happen? If you have current debt, how are you managing to relieve it? Are you increasing your savings? Are you prioritizing what you spend your money on? Are you earning more income? Are you making new investments? What's the shift in focus from where you want to be in 10 years versus where you are currently? On a scale of 1 to 10, what's a realistic, self-loving number of where you'd like to be 1 year from today? Go ahead and say out loud the first number that pops in your head. Now, I invite you to start to come back, feeling the space around you, and open your eyes when you're ready. Go ahead and jot that number down now on your wheel of life and record all of your findings on your visioning chart for both your 1 and your 10-year vision. Great. Now let's move on to your intimate relationship. Close your eyes, take a nice deep breath, and imagine it's 10 years from today. Are you in an intimate relationship? How fulfilled are you by this relationship? Do you feel loved, seen, taken care of, supported, open? Are you your partner's raving fan? Do you feel like you're both flourishing independently and in your relationship? Do you have chemistry? Do you have the level of intimacy that you desire? Take a moment and really allow yourself to romanticize and fantasize about your ideal scenario. Now we're going to back you out of being in your 10-year ideal vision and take you from 1 year from today. So from where you are today to where you'll be 1 year from now, how close or far are you from achieving this 10-year vision? Is there a shift from your current reality? If so, what does that look like? Are you in a relationship? Are you dating? Are you single and self-fulfilling? On a scale of 1 to 10, go ahead and say out loud the first number that pops in your head where you'd realistically like to be 1 year from now. And now I invite you to start to come back. Feeling the space around you, open your eyes when you're ready. Go ahead, jot that number down now on your wheel of life in addition to completing your visioning chart. Since we're in the realm of relationships, let's envision another important category in this field, your friends and your family. So go ahead, close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale. Imagine it's 10 years from now. How rich is your circle of family and friends? Is everybody in your circle adding more value and more richness to your life? Do you feel those relationships are based in love, trust, and authenticity? Are all of your relationships based on mutual respect and admiration? Do you feel there's a mutual elevation in each relationship? How does it feel living in a place of choice and fulfillment versus obligation? How does it feel to give yourself permission to speak your own truth? Acknowledging that your own cup now runneth over and that people you're in relationship with are benefiting from that overflow. How does that feel? How does it feel not to have your cup drained by those around you? So feel yourself starting to come back and floating into your body 1 year from now. Now, how rich is your circle of family and friends in a year? Is everybody in your circle adding more value and richness to your life? Do you feel these relationships are based in love, trust, and authenticity? How close are you to your 10-year plan? On a scale of 1 to 10, go ahead and say out loud the first number that pops in your head, where you'd realistically like to be 1 year from now. I invite you to start to come back, feeling the space around you, and open your eyes when you're ready. Go ahead and jot that number down now on your wheel of life and fill out your visioning chart. We're almost there. Now, let's look at the source of what makes this wheel possible, the health and wellness of your body. Close your eyes, take a nice deep inhale, and exhale, imagining that it's 10 years from now. Imagine that you have cultivated abundant self-love, all the strength, vitality, and self-care that you really desire. How healthy do you feel in your body? How does it feel knowing that you've created a new relationship with your body? That whatever has happened over these past 10 years, you've moved beyond it. And whatever is to come, you know that you're capable and confident about addressing and moving through it. How does it feel to know that you're actively engaged in caring for your body on a regular basis? You've got proper nutrition and exercise. What are your favorite forms of exercise 10 years from now, of movement? How often do you do this? How do you feel when you wake up and get dressed in the morning and head out for your day? How do you feel when you put your head on the pillow at night? How do you fall asleep? Easily? How does it feel to be in tune with your body and its needs? How appreciative are you of your body? How healthy is your sexuality? Allow yourself a moment to see this vision in its fullness. Feel yourself start to come back and float into your body 1 year from now. And how vital is your health and physical body? How in tune are you with yourself, your body, and its needs? How active are you 1 year from today? How much are you participating in making healthier and more self-loving choices? Are you kind to your body? How confident are you in embodying and magnifying your unique gifts? How close are you to your 10-year plan? On a scale of 1 to 10, go ahead and say out loud the first number that pops in your head, where you'd realistically like to be a year from now. Now start to come back, feeling the space around you, and open your eyes when you're ready. Go ahead, jot that number down in your wheel of life now, and fill out your visioning chart. Great. Now let's move on to your environment. Close your eyes, take a nice deep breath, and imagine that it's 10 years from now. Now, how do your environments feel? Your home, your office, where you exercise, dine, gather with friends and loved ones, places of spiritual or religious practice. What makes an environment most pleasurable for you 10 years from now? How do your environments foster creativity and follow-through, love, permission, inspiration, and security? What is the quality of your surroundings? How do you feel when you enter your spaces? Now feel yourself starting to come back and imagine you're in your body 1 year from today. How inspiring and fulfilling are your environments 1 year from now? Does your body feel pleasure and joy just opening the door and stepping into your home or office, or the gym or your space? If not, where's the gap from where you are now and where you want to be 10 years from now? How close are you to that 10-year plan? Remembering this is just a step on your journey. They say most people overestimate what they can do in a year, and they underestimate what they can do in 10 years. Be kind to yourself and get a sense of what has to happen to start filling in your gaps. On a scale of 1 to 10, go ahead and say out loud the first number that pops in your head, where you'd realistically like to be 1 year from today. I invite you now to start to come back into your body, float into present day, feeling the space around you, and open your eyes when you're ready. Go ahead, jot that number down now on your wheel in addition to filling out your visioning chart. One more section. You're doing great. Now let's move on to this last section, spirituality and personal growth. Let's go ahead, close your eyes, take a nice deep breath, and imagine that it's 10 years from now. Take another deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Now, how connected do you feel? How does it feel knowing that you're always connected and supported regardless of your circumstances? What daily practices have you cultivated? As far as personal growth, how much have you grown over the last 10 years? And how does that feel? How capable are you of sifting through all of the information to find what really fits for you? Feel yourself starting to come back and imagine you're in your body 1 year from today. 1 year from now, how far along are you on your 10-year plan? Is trust and connection your first response when confronted with a challenge or an uncertainty? And if not, that's okay. Remember, this is a longer version plan. Just be realistic and honest with yourself about where you want to be 1 year from today. It takes approximately 10 years to master an area. They say it's over 10,000 hours. So no, that doesn't come with the first wise choice you make or the first handful of wise choices you make. These are going to continue to stack, and immediate growth and connection will start happening right away, but it might take a while before that's really your go-to consistent center of gravity. So on a scale of 1 to 10, go ahead and say out loud the first number that pops in your head. Where do you want to be living 1 year from today? I invite you now to start to come back, float into your body, into the present day, feel the space around you, and open your eyes when you're ready. Go ahead and jot that number down now on your wheel of life in addition to your visioning chart for both your 1 and your 10-year vision. Well done. Taking inventory is not always easy to do, so I congratulate you for sticking with it. Remember, before you reap anything meaningful in your life, you have to plant seeds. Then you have to take time for this harvest to grow. You're doing an amazing job. You've done an amazing job. You've now completed your Wheel of Life section. So reward yourself, celebrate each win along the way. This wheel is a tool that can be used at any time to really ensure that you're on track to reaching and achieving your 10-year vision. And in the next video, I'm going to introduce you to a process that will help you live into this vision even more fully. I'll see you there.